Welcome back to our YouTube, our live stream on Gusto TV. So today is Sunday and it's another eviction in Big Brother's house. You know the best part of this whole thing is that we've actually been looking forward to this particular eviction like the last week before the final week, and about 6 persons are up for eviction, so like 4 or so should be leaving. Who do you think is going to go? Ebuka has just gone into the house. He said people are going to be leaving right about now. He's currently asking Brian a question. Yeah, he asked him. Erica asked him a question in the lines of, "Oh, what changed?" That is almost like he's been a different person, like when he was in the house at first and then now. My boss said since your body was scratching you, people that are up for eviction now they can stand. I think it feels good to know that regardless of whatever happens, for Chizzy and Richard, you would never leave the house. Chizzy has that confidence. Meanwhile, your guy SHEGGZ has been on the edge like since this week. If any other person has noticed, like since this week, he has been on the edge. Like he's not himself. Yesterday's party, I was just I don't really fuck with SHEGGZ. He doesn't even know me. What does it matter? But yesterday, I was actually feeling so bad for him. Like he looked out of place. You know when you're not just aligning with like other people. You're not just like there's something worrying you. There's something bothering you. There's something on your mind. That's basically what he was looking like yesterday, and I was feeling bad for him. Bella tries to like dance with him, make him dance and feel lively. At some point, he was just sounding like a bouncer. What if they shock Rachel or Chizzy and evict one of them, or evict both of them? Nothing is beyond Big Brother at this point. Oh well, he said she's safe, she should sit. I'm sure the housemates will be wondering how. How? Does it mean this girl has more fans outside the house? Next housemate to leave the Big Brother. From the BBNaija level of house is Chai. How many people do you think will be leaving? Who do you think is going? Who do you want to stay? Woo! Hey! Some people are gonna will. Like some people will cry blood and water today. Groovy has just been evicted from Big Brother's house. As sad as it sounds, as sad as it is, his time is up and it's time to go. This thing is just like giving me like, oh my god. Do you know that Fina is just literally shouting Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. She has not stood up to hug him. She's literally just sitting like this and shouting Jesus, Jesus. She has not processed it yet. When something takes you by surprise, it takes you a while. Like this one shock her. She was probably not expecting, and I'm very sure she wasn't expecting it because tons of times like this week that he has been up, Groovy seems so confident in himself. I don't know if it's coming from the place of, oh, he feels like maybe Fina's fan like will have his back combined with his own fans or something, or he feels like every other housemate he's up against are not as strong as he is or something, considering the fact that he has been up a number of times and he has managed to stay back in the house. But like he has been so confident, and then the person that is now boosting his morale on top of it, like to add to it, is Fina. Fina has always been going on and on about how, oh, Groovy, you're not leaving this house. You're not leaving. Like yesterday, he wanted to watch do his laundry, and she was like, no, leave it until tomorrow. After tomorrow, maybe after, I don't know if it's after eviction or whatever, that he should leave it until tomorrow. He's not going anywhere, so he should leave it and watch it tomorrow. Like they are both so sure. So now that Groovy has been evicted, who is next? Like, I'm really just wondering, who is next? That's the big question. They are going to be like three or yeah, two other persons that will leave. That one is very fast because at most I expect it might not happen, but I expect there to be about like 7 persons in the final. That's the riders, Cheesy, Rachel, then three people that have already qualified, Chichi, Fina, and Daniela. So two more people. And who are they going to be? Personally, because I just want them to be there, I'm rooting for Hermes and Brian. Low key, if Adekunle had the spot, I would have loved him to be there, but can't say for a fact. Like, who would have actually thought Daniela would slide into Big Brother's house like that, like into the finals, bro? But she's such a lucky babe. I know that every year there's always going to be that one person that is just fortunately lucky to manage to get into the finals. Always going to be that one person. I swear, like, nomination this week, he choke. But crazy enough, I don't know why I'm rooting for a girl to win this season. Like, I'm actually rooting for a lady to win. Because so far, we've only had one female winner, that's Mercy, okay? Every other person, like, guys, give us another female winner. We want it. So, oh yeah, Groovy is going to come out for his interview now. And I'm sure Ebuka is going to drill him about the whole Fina situation. This guy, he's way not too pure. He's way not too pure, Igbo boy. That has shop in Mandilas is who you want to go and be trusting. Hey, God, Anambra boy. Fina, your eyes will see things. Groovy is not even so moved like that. I told you guys, that's the first thing he's asking. This thing with Fina, how serious is it? Yeah. Cap. Cap. So Baba is saying the reason why he gravitated towards Fina was because he moved into a new space after the whole beauty thing. He didn't really want a relationship, but he moved into it after they like changed house and then he moved into a new space. So there was just something different. He preferred the energy unlike the previous energy in like the previous house. And then she said she liked him, so he's like, okay. So groovy. But really, though, I actually wish Beauty was still in this house. Like, I like the combination of Beauty and Groovy better than Fina and Groovy. Who else feels me? Who else feels like that? Actually likes Beauty and Groovy together. If whatever happened between them had not happened, they will probably have like something cute. I did not say good. There's a difference between good and cute. Something cute. Shit, they are showing that thing that happened, the fight that happened between Beauty and Groovy. Sigh. Ebuka said, besides Fina, it looks like you didn't make like enough solid connections. And he's mentioning people he sort of had something with, like he said Fam Savi, Fina, Daniela. Well, why is what's this guy's name? Why is SHEGGZ name missing from this list, please? I'm confused. I thought they were guys. Like regardless of the fights they had, I thought they like settled. Fine boy groovy. Meanwhile, you guys, let's quickly analyze this fight that happened between Fina and Cheesy on Saturday. Was that Saturday? Yeah, I think that was Saturday morning. Bro, see, You know that Chizzy has like had like a lot of fights with people in the house. It's a very normal thing. If Chizzy pushes your button and you agree to get triggered, that's on you. Like that's your problem. It is you that wants to get triggered. Knowing the kind of person Chizzy is, it's better you just ignore and move on because Chizzy will always push you. And then today when when Ibuka came like addressed them before the whole eviction thing started proper, he spoke to Chizzy first. He was asking Chizzy about like his fights with Fina and how Fina felt like he has been coming for her and trying to like get to her and Groovy ever since he got into the house. And he's like, oh, that he doesn't even really feel that way, that he has not been trying to get to her or the way or whatever is going on in her head. That basically that he that there's something that happened. He also went back to like revisited something that happened and said that he felt like Fina had sort of like a had a beef with him ever since that moment. So when she was just going on and on and on, so he knew that was the problem. That's why he didn't really speak to her. And then I'm like, Fina and Chizzy, yeah, they sort of have like not like major friendship like that, yeah, but they're cordial enough. They respect each other enough. They don't like try to cross each other's lane. And the part where people or Ibuka or Fina or Groovy is saying, oh, he likes to come for them, I've actually not noticed it because if there's anybody Chizzy comes for without even caring, it's Bella and SHEGGZ because he's not a fan of that relationship. So when Fina said, oh, he's always coming for her, I was wondering how. Okay, yeah, before like Friday nights, I know that Chizzy came for Fina and she refused to like pay attention to that. She let it slide. And then the Saturday own happened. That Saturday own was totally avoidable. Like it was not necessary. That fight was not necessary. And then it's just very crazy when you're having a fight with somebody and then you're the one shouting, like going on and on, raving, like you are shouting for over 20 minutes. Now you go tired. And then the person you're speaking to is not even saying anything. And that was exactly what happened. Fina kept going on. What insult did she not pull? It just made me remember the day she had a fight with Bella and SHEGGZ that she was insulted. Like, oh my god, the worst person you actually have a fight with is Fina because she has a lot of things to say. That babe doesn't run out of insults. She has a lot to say, and she was just going on and on. And Chizzy just got tired. Like he was just even slouching on his chair, just sitting, not paying attention to what she was saying. Eventually, he stood up and went into his room to go and do whatever he was doing inside the room. He wasn't even paying attention to her. And then Bella made a statement in the line of, "Oh, now is Fina. He will not know how to talk." And I'm like, where's this one coming from? Like, Bella, you've just been dropping subs since this week. Do you have a problem? You've literally been like, you're just chilling, dropping subs anyhow. Same way she dropped soap for Daniela when Daniela came to meet her to tell her, oh, you Daniela came to report to Bella and Rachel that, oh, Chichi did this, Chichi did that, and then she's like, after she has saved your ass or something. Why? That sounds like a hitting statement. You sound like a hitter. That's what it sounds like. But then she's going to be fine if she doesn't leave the house today. Then God help her. But I will not even be surprised if Bella eventually makes it into the house. Yeah, I would not even be surprised. Then for Chizzy and Fina, people that are still going to spend one extra week in the house together, now that Groovy has been evicted, I wonder how Fina is going to survive, to be honest. I can't wait to see how she's going to survive because her world literally revolves around that guy. Like it's that actually would be harder for someone like Groovy if Fina was evicted. But now that Fina gets to stay, I wonder how she's going to do it because I didn't even see her hug him, except the camera like took us back to Ibuka and then she eventually did. But we didn't see that part where she hugged him. And I'm just wondering, is that how much shock you are in that you've not yet processed? It's going to take her a while, but she should take her time. She has few days. She should enjoy it. But then it's just 1 week. It's just 1 week and then you're out of the house. So you don't even have a problem. People like Daniela, that their man was evicted like first week, second, I third week. And eventually then Dotsun was evicted when, and they survived. I still find it very crazy when people actually leave their houses to come and be audience in this Big Brother show, like just like Saturday, Sunday live eviction, like just stand and watch and then answer questions, like do interviews and stuff. Wild. I mean, it's not a problem. Oh, I didn't say anything, please. But I'm just like, why, don't you have things doing? Can't they stream like you and just watch online on Gusto? But no, you want to walk all the way to wherever this is. Shebi is Ilukbeju Abi what? So he's really just asked somebody who she thinks is going to make it into the house aside those that are already like there, and she's like, oh, it's obvious, Hermes, Adekunle. You know, a lot of people have been saying Adekunle. I've actually been seeing the way people are rooting for Adekunle, and I swear to God, if Adekunle makes it into the final, I will not be surprised. It's almost like that boy has grace. Let's be very honest. Like, it's almost like he has grace. Like, what you don't expect, you see. He actually does have a lot of fans, surprisingly, because I would never have thought, never. But he's very, very lucky. Very, 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 very lucky. Meanwhile, did you guys see yesterday's party? Oh, the Gap. What is it? Gatsby? I be Gatsby. No, it's Gatsby. Yup, correct. Gatsby themed party. You see those the clothes they gave the girls. It was like, what the fuck was that? Why would you give me clothes that is going to inconvenience me when I'm going to go and dance? Did you see the way Rachel was struggling? Like, the babe was seriously struggling. She had to at some point bring out her hand from the clothes to be able to raise her hand up. Fina, I did not even understand the kind of clothes they gave Fina. Then Daniela was looking like she's serving wine in a restaurant or something. And then the other housemates like, nah, that clothes is not giving. I'll not even lie. I don't know how some other people felt like, oh, they liked the clothes and all of that, but me personally, I did not. I did not like the clothes. I felt like the guys, their suits were better. They gave them like better clothes to wear. Their suits were actually good, but the girls, no, not at all. But then yesterday's party was actually very, very late. Not extremely late, not too late, but it was okay. The first DJ was playing trash. But the second DJ that took over, thank you for saving us from boredom. And then the housemates, like, they were just about how many? 11. Wow, Chizzy won 2 million naira courtesy of Flutter Wave. Then some people won 3 million naira courtesy of Captain Morgan drink. All these brands that don't have money. 10 people will share 1.5 million. How much are they not taking home? See, what I want is for them to just like make an accurate list of people, like the housemates, and how much each of them won in the house before they eventually left. I want to see. I wonder who has the highest money at the moment. I was hearing it's Adekunle, but I'm not so sure. But then I heard it's Adekunle. Oh, your baby is crying. Fina is crying, you guys. Shit. Like it's actually very painful that Groovy is not even the first person to be evicted. Mofina is gonna wail. Why are you putting this girl on the spot? He's asking her, so he said, Bibuka said, we've heard from Khalid, Dotsun, and Adekunle. So where do you stand? And she's like, she stands with herself. So she can't know anything until she leaves the house, until she has a conversation with these three guys. Shit. Wow. She just gave Adekunle L. Do you know that personally, I feel like Daniela doesn't feel anything at all toward Adekunle. Like nothing. Pakam. She doesn't feel shit for that guy. But he really likes her. And I feel like Adekunle has always liked her, like since like they were even in like two different like levels. He has always really liked this babe. But nope. And the problem is that Adekunle is slow. He's a very slow person because you got into you were merged the same time. Like all of you, when you people were merged, you were all in the same house together. But Dotson kept on putting pressure. Dotson kept on moving to her. Dotson like made his intentions clear. But Adekunle was hiding behind the scenes. I don't know what that guy is always waiting for. Later he'll be feeling like the victim in the relationship, like they abandoned him and dumped him and broke his heart. Meanwhile, you don't even make efforts. And then now that Dotson has been evicted, you're come and be moving to her, telling her, oh, I like you, I like your body, I like your physique, this one, that one, this one. Why? Oh god, they just called Adekunle's name. Okay. What? Adekunle is safe. See, you guys, I told you guys that there's something special about this guy. Like, this boy, Grace follows him. I swear, Grace literally follows this boy because I do not understand. There's the like of Hermes and Brian and Bella that everybody thinks they are like the it, they're like the thing, like the it boys and girls in this house. And Adekunle has made it. Like, Adekunle has qualified to the finals. If this boy eventually wins this money, please, nothing is like, I wouldn't be surprised because like nothing is beyond happening at this point again, bro. Crazy. SHEGGZ is just shaking his head. Can't believe it. He's going to be evicted next. SHEGGZ. Bella. Woo! Said it. Your boy SHEGGZ has been evicted from the Big Brother's house. Good riddance. Bye bye. And he just gave Bella a sweet goodbye kiss until we see outside the house if we continue our relationship outside the house. Cute. Oh, he said, I love you. Chai. Don't worry, she's coming out. Both of you will jam outside. Life's not that serious, bro. Hey, yeah. But then, like, do you know that if I was the one today, I wouldn't even really feel sad. I mean, like, we all want to win money, but we all want to win money. But we all want to win money, yes. But like you made it to like the second to the last week of the house. It's like it's an achievement, it's a big thing. You stayed back to even play extra like sponsored task and you want some money. Be grateful for what you have at the moment. The people that left the first week, left sorry, the second week, third week, fourth week. When you think about their situation, what will you say? So be grateful. This one, Fina, is wheeling back and forth. Like, your tears will not do anything. It's not going to move Big Brother. Big Brother will not bring him back. It's just 1 week. Calm down. When you leave, you eventually meet him. So all this cry you're crying, it's not necessary. Is it 1 week you cannot use and survive on your own? When you came into this house, did you come with anybody? Please, I beg. Let me not get angry. But yeah, moving on. Now that SHEGGZ is out, I'm just wondering if Bella gets to stay back in the house. Yeah. How will she survive? Because you see, Fina and Bella, like their lives literally revolve around their man. I don't think they can do anything without him. But yeah, I think Bella is a strong babe. She's going to be fine. She's going to be very fine. But then it was so cute the way he pecked her and then he hugged other people and he went back to her and he hugged her and he's like, babe, I love you, yeah. You love her, but this week you were acting some sort of way. Like, aside from the fights they had that they eventually settled. See, SHEGGZ and Bella, they always fight. But then, after the confrontation and the strike they got, they sort of like they toned it down. He stopped disrespecting her and insulting her like that. They really did tone it down. But then that thing only lasted for like a week. Then the next week they started fighting because after that week, like that week, they told them that they gave them that strike and confronted them. They were not really like having fights between themselves or even other housemates. So okay, Bella fought with someone, but they were not fighting amongst themselves. But then this week that just passed, Bella and SHEGGZ, they fought like 2-3 times, if I'm correct. Yep, like two times at most. I think 2 times at most. They had fights, and I noticed that SHEGGZ has been like a bit withdrawn. Like, he's not really putting his, like, he wants to be on his own. It's very surprising. Like, SHEGGZ is too obsessed with Bella. He wants her to be on his laps. He wants to be hugging her. He wants to be standing behind her. He wants to be lying down on the bed with her. Like, he does not like space. Both of them don't like space, so they're always together. But this time around, like this week, it was very different. It's almost like SHEGGZ has been tensed ever since he knew he was up for eviction. Like, he has been so scared. It's almost like he knew and he had prepared his mind for it. And even during the party yesterday, Bella was dancing on her own, SHEGGZ was dancing on his own. It was actually very, 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 very unusual to see, if you understand what I mean. Like, I was just like, this doesn't look normal. What's going on? Like, both of you are always together. Even at some point, SHEGGZ was just on his own, dancing, like, not even dancing. He danced at some points, then at some point, he wasn't even dancing. Like, he was literally just standing and folding his hand like a bouncer. And then I'm like, high BP is a thing. high BP is actually a thing, and if Big Brother keeps making his children think like this, you don't know what can happen. They say it's a silent killer, so please, this unnecessary tension. It's not even. You see, but it's actually your fault. Like, why are you reasoning too much? You came into Big Brother's house. You should be expecting to leave at any time. Like, you should be expecting to leave at any time. So if you're expecting too much, you're expecting to win the 100 million. I mean, we all have expectations for ourselves, bro. Um, remove your mind. So now two persons has left, SHEGGZ and Groovy. I really wonder if another person is going to go. Oh yeah, one more person is going to go. Wait, so just three people are leaving. Who will now leave, guy? I feel like it's Bella. I'll be so sad if it's either Hermes or Brian. I'll be so sad. But please, somebody should answer me. Why does this boy like to wear, like, I thought when you put on suits, you guys in the house, please answer me. I thought when you put on suits, you tuck it in. Ha. Trouble. Baba said it's Lagos season, the boy is back. Ooh. What a sub. So Ibuka is asking him about his relationship with Bella. You know, he has planned wedding. He said that's my baby, and I think time will tell. He doesn't have to prove anything to you people. He doesn't give a shit about you people and what you think. Hey, we have a wedding to plan now that we are out of the house. Who is ready? Egypt, England wedding. It's going to be a destination wedding, so to think that when SHEGGZ had just entered the house, I was just like, oh my god, this guy's so fine. This guy's so fine. Because actually, like, if we're being very honest, if you say SHEGGZ is not fine, you're a fucking hater. Like, you're a hater from the pit of hell. Because this boy, he's giving. He's fine as hell. Like, he's too fine. But bad character is a bad thing. So SHEGGZ never won head of house at any point. It's the thing that they're actually like people that did not really win head of house or even get to be in like the head of house room. This guy just said being in Big Brother's house is difficult. What if she's coming out just right after you? God, like, SHEGGZ is the proudest person I've ever met. Like I said, I've ever seen in my life. This guy has pride. Please, you want to show that pool party they had this last week that just passed? That pool party was trash, rubbish. The only people that were in that party was Groovy and Fina. They enjoyed themselves. Meanwhile, oh yeah, it's true. You guys, how did I even almost forget to? Who else saw the part today while they were preparing for like dressing up for their life eviction? I don't know. You know, take a break, take a breath. So while they were preparing for the eviction, you know, I think Rachel, in good spirits, knowing she's not leaving the house, you know, she just kept going around asking people, oh, if you make it to the finals, do you want me to do your makeup for 30K, like finalist makeup and stuff? You know, she was just talking to Fina, Daniela, Chichi, Bella. And then eventually she started having a conversation with Brian, and they were just vibing. Brian was like trying to like play with her and like hit her, like just like touch her. And she's like, oh no, I'm big, bro. I don't weigh that much. I'm not strong. Please leave me. Eventually, the next thing I'm like, I think Brian told her to, is it to shut up? Abi what? Yeah, I think Brian told her to shut up. And she told Brian, don't ever tell me to shut up. Don't ever tell me to shut up. And she was actually serious. Like, she was serious. That the person lying down on the bed, who was that? I think was it Hermes or Adekunle? Was like, are you angry? And she said no, she's not angry, but that she's serious. Don't ever tell me to shut up. And the thing with Brian is that Brian does not know his mates. Like, this baby is fucking 29 and you're just like 23 or so. Have some respect. Like, she's not your mate. And if she tells you, don't tell me, like, she's not doing, don't speak to people anyhow. And Brian is fond of that rubbish. Brian does not know, he does not know limits. He doesn't know when to stop and when to continue. You open mouth and tell anybody anything. And I like the way she handled the thing. If it's doing, don't you be opening teeth, shining teeth, saying, you two, you're stupid, you two, you're mad. And she cleared him, like, she told him, I'm not angry, but just don't ever tell me to shut up. And with that, I'm sure he will obviously know that, okay, I crossed the boundary. I should never do that. Basic respect. One more person is going to leave the house according to Ibuka, and I really wonder who it is. If my baby, okay, Brian is not my baby, but if Brian leaves, I'll be so fucking pained. If Hermes leaves as well, I'll be pained. But then we're only left with these three people: Brian, Hermes, and Bella, and one person has to go, and I wonder who it is.
Once again, good luck to all of you. Bella,
She's safe.
you have been saved. Visit.
Wow, Bella has been saved. So Hermes or Brian is leaving. I cannot believe this. I told you people something, which probably last 2 weeks or last week. But wait first, let us see how this thing ends. Let's just see before I make my conclusions. So now 4 ladies have qualified for the finals, like Bella, Chichi, Daniela, and Fina. 4 ladies.
Housemates
Let's just be hoping a woman wins this thing.
from the Big Brother Naija level of the house is
God. He's going. People guys should talk fast now. Hey God, why taking so much time?
Hermes.
I told you people. I told you people. I told you people. It's not by mouth. Hermes has just been evicted from Big Brother's house. Hermes has just been evicted. Those of you that are standing and rooting for Hermes, you people have disappointed me. I am disappointed. So you let Bella's fans and Adekunle's fan bully you into kicking Hermes from top 5, or not which kind dirty top, from top 3. Wow. Wow, just like wow is all I have to say. Like, this is unbelievable. Like, I really cannot believe this. How? But then remember that I told you guys that I noticed that when I see polls on maybe on Twitter or stuffs on Instagram where they are comparing, oh, who do you think the winner is going to be, or who do you think is going to survive, or who's your winner basically, or something like that, all these kind of questions. I noticed that a lot of people are not, the way in the beginning a lot of people were shouting Hermes, 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 King Hermes, King Hermes, Hermes here, Hermes here. And I was like, oh yeah, Hermes is probably going to like make it to like the top 5, or at most he's even going to win. And now Hermes has been evicted, and I swear, like, it's unbelievable that Adekunle gets saved and Hermes gets to leave. This is like bro, I cannot believe it. I'm still in shock. You know the way Fina is in shock that she could not. I'm in shock. But then I don't know why I saw it coming. But then I was sure, like, if people were going to leave, then at most it would probably be Adekunle, Bella, SHEGGZ, GROOVY. 4 people will go. But Hermes left. Adekunle stayed. Bella stayed. the mass isn't mathing. But I can't wait to see like the top like three lowest votes. I want to even see how it ended up. But I swear I can't believe that Hermes was evicted after all the mouths people were making. Eh? Wow. After all the mouths people were making, you could not save your king. It's fine. When you now come as now, you be patronizing him with money cake and the rest of all the plenty rubbish. So it's all good. Somebody that would have probably won the money for you people. It's actually very crazy how he went from here to here. And it's not like he did anything to annoy anybody. You know, it's a different thing issue in the house and then you start fucking up. Like, you know the way some people like SHEGGZ at first and then he kept acting like out of character and acting weird. And you know, people stopped really like fucking with him or liking him that much. The people like that I can understand. But with Hermes situation, I swear, I can't even process it. Like, I don't even get it. I swear, like, I do not get it. How? Oh well. It's Big Brother's house, Big Brother's rules. Whatever happens, happens. But you see Adekunle, all I have to say is Adekunle has grace. Adekunle is very, very lucky and fortunate in this life. Because to think that he was actually very scared that he was going to leave the house, and then he said something in the line of, oh, if he gets to stay this week, that he's going to tell Daniela, and then Adekunle is moving to Daniela, that's what it is. He had a conversation with her yesterday night after the party that Daniela was most definitely not interested in. Like, she was serving her punishments while he was having a conversation with her, telling her about how he likes her body, how he likes her physique, how she's structured. He likes her brain, likes this one, likes that one, blah 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 blah. How, oh, if he wants to get married to a woman, it's a woman like how he wants to marry. He just kept going on and on and on. And then he said something about, oh, if I stay back in the house. See, Adekunle, like, I'm very confused on the kind of person that guy is. Well, I don't even care. But he's very lucky, that's all I have to say. And whatever he's like, whoever he's praying to, that person has been saving him. If it's God, God is really coming through for him. And then Brian, big baby Brie. Brian, like, I've not seen anybody that had like so much fear, like the kind of fear that was in Brian. You could smell it from a mile away, like you could feel it. Brian was so scared that he was going to leave. Even as they were standing here like this, he kept saying, it's almost like he had his mind prepared that he was the next person they were going to call to, like, to leave Big Brother's house. Like, he was so ready for it. But then I'm just like, if only you knew the kind of people that were backing you outside this house. Like, you do not have an idea. If only you knew. And then I don't know why I have a feeling that Brian might eventually win this year's Big Brother. Who do you think is going to win? Like, out of curiosity, who do you like? Your guess, your random guess. Now we know the people that have qualified for like the finals. 7 will be 8. So we have Rachel, Chizzy, the riders, then Chichi, Daniela, Fina, Bella, Adekunle.
Mermaids are all out of the competition. Remember, you're watching this live eviction across Africa Magic channels on DSTV, GoTV, as well as Showmax.
So that's like 8 people, because I don't think they are going to be doing any other eviction after this. Crazy things are happening. Welcome to Nigeria.